The easiest way to view social media management is to consider that it includes three major social media disciplines. That is, the first one is social media listening, social analytics, and social engagement. That is a quote that we are going to welcome you with on TECHBRIDGE today, because we are talking about social media management. Sheifimola, today is my name, and you're welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome to TECHBRIDGE today. Social media management and opportunity is what we'll be talking about today, and you need to pay attention so that you can take your business up there.
And even your personal brand
your
as well.
Personal brand, your services, your goods, and I mean, it's just cheap.
All right, we're going to come back after this break. We have a guest in the house that is going to do justice to that. Please stay tuned. You're welcome back from that short break. The program is still TECHBRIDGE on Lagos Television, and we told you we'll be talking about social media opportunities today. You can also say social media management, social media, digital media management, and the rest of it. And we've got Toby Ayeni. He's a tech blogger and a digital strategist.
Yes, thank
Toby,
you so
you're welcome
much.
to TECHBRIDGE on Lagos Television.
Toby, you're welcome on TECHBRIDGE today, and being an expert in that field, we have decided to bring you on this platform so that you can explain to us what it means to work with social media.
So basically, it like the literal term is using social media to get your business across. Okay. So you know, today the world today is like a technology focused world. Everybody has a smartphone these days. I mean, before you find anybody that doesn't have a smartphone, probably my grandmom that uses a Nokia. But even my grandmom is trying to.
She wants to come on board.
Give me a smartphone, but almost everybody has a smartphone these days, and because of that, the best way to get your business out there, the best way to get to people that you do not even know yourself as a business or as a person generally is through social media. The best way to get your points, your opinions to be known is through social media. So I think everybody is accepting it. It's no longer that, you know, archaic days where, you know, it's strange, your parents would advise you don't go on social media, it's bad. Now everybody is accepting it. Parents are on social media, children are on social media. It's a digital environment generally.
All right, we talk about social media, it's just like a generic word.
Yeah,
and if we have to pick it from the prominent ones, we talk about the Facebook, the Twitter, and the Instagram.
Yeah, definitely.
Are there other ones?
Of course they are, but they're not as popular as the three ones you mentioned. There's Snapchat.
Okay.
But you know, because Nigeria that we are in today, it's more data conscious. We would likely pay attention to our data than anything else on our smartphone, than credit, for example. I mean, I pay attention to data more than I pay attention to
your call credit,
because I don't really call people, but I send messages on WhatsApp. I reach people on Instagram, so I pay attention to data more. And because of that, Snapchat is not as data friendly as the others. Okay. So for now, the three major ones are Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course there's YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube is also a social media. Yeah, it's for videos. I mean, if you want to watch any music video today, you probably go to YouTube first before you go to any other platform. So YouTube is also very key for musicians, and yeah, that's pretty much the four major ones that people invest their time on right now.
That's interesting. I remember in those days, you remember when the telecom came, and when you want to recharge, you have to buy paper recharge card. But these days it has disappeared.
Yeah, it has.
And so there are a lot of businesses around social media, mobile, smartphones.
Every business is tailoring their services around social media, around technology. Now you want to recharge, you use star 966 star. You get it. You don't need to have a paper. Like, the world is moving past that. We're not going into a digital focused environment, and I think that's the world we're living right now.
All right, so we talk about social media opportunities. Let's look at those opportunities that were not there like 10, 15 years ago. Now we have a lot of opportunities. Let's shed more light on that.
Myself personally, because I like to talk from experience.
Okay, sure.
I am a digital strategist. Trust me, 10 years back, there's no such thing as.
I wanted to ask you, who is a digital strategist?
Yes, a digital strategist is someone who manages a brand. So we're the ones that are behind a particular plan. So we create the plans and we execute it. So we try to make the brand's presence known online, and we try to get around that using different plans and strategies. That is the reason strategist.
Okay.
So an example is digital strategist. Like I said, that job was never there 10 years ago.
I mean,
no, but you can't even go to school to study digital strategy.
Just look at it as a serious person. So that means it provides job opportunity.
Yes, another thing, and that's actually is well known now, social media influencers. They call them key online influencers sometimes, but the popular word is called social media influencers. And these are people that have large number of following on social media, on Instagram, on Twitter. And because they have a large number of following, brands use them to get the message across.
Just influence people's mind.
To influence people's mind. So if, for example, I have 1 million followers on Instagram, a particular brand reaches to me because they want to get to that clout of people I have. Do you understand?
Because you've already built that.
I built that following, and people know me for a particular thing. So maybe I'm tech inclined. People know me, this girl, she's techie. If I'm looking for tech news, I'll probably go to her. If I'm looking for fashion, I'll probably go to her.
Or so maybe you always break news first.
Yeah, so that's why someone like Linda Keji, for example, is quite popular. Linda Keji 10 years back would probably look like one person that's serious.
That's so serious. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, so but now people are now following her pattern. People are trying to be like her. People are trying to see how they can, put in things to be like her. It wasn't there 10 years back, and it's amazing. And the funny thing is, it's not going to. People are saying social media is going to fall. It's never going to. It's going to be on an upward scale. It's not going to be on a downward
so apart
scale.
from that, social media providing job for people, what other benefits do we have?
Business owners, I used to tell people, being a digital strategist, if your business is not online, what are you doing?
Winking in the dark.
Remember Bill Gates, if you are not online, you are nowhere.
You're nowhere. There's no business this day. That's why you see traditional and online merging. Before we had all the newspapers, Punch newspapers, for example, they were strictly traditional, but they realized that the world is moving to technology, the world is moving to digital, and so they had to create websites. So we have Punch, www.punch newspaper. Nobody buys newspaper anymore. So all of that has switched onto digital. So aside from being a social media influencer or being a digital strategist, it's actually a tool to propel your business forward, to get more people to know about your business, to get more people to patronize your business. So it's a lot. Social media is quite a lot.
So it's a tool for publicity.
It's a tool for publicity, and it's a tool to actually grow your brand as a person.
Okay, let's split it into two now. We have a way of having individuals do it by themselves.
Yeah.
And you also talked about some people that can help individuals do that. Let's create a kind of difference between the two. If I want to do it by myself, where do I start from?
So I always tell people, Google is your friend. Google is the bestest friend you can ever have. So the best thing is, go on Google and say, how do I promote? It's there. People have broken articles. People have written articles about these topics. You can easily get any information, provided you're passionate about it. If you're really passionate, you would go through extra ledge. You probably wake up at night to say, let me read on this thing and find out more. So if you're passionate about it, yes, you can go for it. You can go on Google, search for the things you need to do. Personally, as a digital strategist, there's no course. I didn't study digital strategy. I studied banking and finance. But all of these things that I know now, I got to learn online. And it was free.
That's the beauty of technology. There's something to get free of charge.
It was free, so you don't need to, but you have to be passionate. You cannot do it halfway. You cannot say, oh, let me do it now, tomorrow you forget. You have to be passionate about it.
Consistent.
That is on the individual.
On the individual.
Now
so
let's look at.
So if you're not passionate and you don't have the time, maybe you run a big business, then there are several platforms that actually cater to different people. SMEs, big organizations. You get, all you have to do is find them. And which is where Google also comes into play. So yeah, if you have a small scale business, for example, maybe you just have maybe a restaurant and you want to be known, you want people to be ordering your food online, you can just go online and search for digital marketing agencies in Nigeria for small scaled businesses.
So we have that.
Yeah, we actually have people that cater to that. They don't charge you so much and they also offer you value. So that's so it's you know, at the end of the day, all of this is information. You just need to be informed. You need to get the right information, which is one of the reasons.
Let's look at the populace, the undergraduate. Let's look at unemployment and how social media can help those that are looking for a job. Yeah,
so tremendously. I've gotten 2 job offers from LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn is another social media branch, but it's more focused to people who are looking for jobs. Yeah, professionals basically. And you have to be, if you're looking for a job and you're an undergraduate and you're not on LinkedIn and you're not on Twitter, then you're not. I mean, you're not even ready for the job. You're not ready for the job market because the job market is even based on the internet. There's no job today that would not use technology in any way. There's no job. You actually have to use technology one way or the other. Either to maybe chat with your colleagues. You have to use technology.
Well, I'm actually looking at people that are not even looking for a job, as it were. I want to start doing something.
Oh, you want to start? Fine.
Yeah, using social media.
Using social media. The best thing is to find your niche. I always tell people, do what you're passionate about. If you love cooking, you know you can cook. You have a phone. You have a smartphone. Instead of watching videos and videos and videos, create a video, a 1-minute video, put it on Instagram, make it unique. Find something that you can do that others are not doing yet. Bring in a new angle. If it's to talk in pidgin, say you create something new about it, something creative that people have not done. I mean, nobody has ever tried to cater to people who understand pidgin English. You get that's another angle. Yes, and they're actually striving with it. They are doing so well because they're able to understand that the market that we are in it has different types of audience. So we have people that are learned, people that are not learned. Do you understand? And they got to that midpoint to cater to people that are learned. At the same time, people that are not learned can easily laugh. But imagine if you were something serious, it wouldn't. One big grammar, it wouldn't reach out to so many. So, like I said, people who are undergraduates that probably are sitting at home, instead of that time, wasting that time, you can actually channel that resources, the data you waste just checking pictures, and channel it on finding your niche, finding your passion, finding what you love doing, and then showing it to the world. You can start as small as telling your friends, please follow me, or please share my video. Once they share it, their friends see it.
Ripple effect.
Yeah, so, and it goes on, and because you're passionate, people love people who are passionate. They love to see things that, that is born through passion. I mean, if you're not passionate and you're just sitting there, you're cooking, and you're not happy with what you're doing, people will not relate with what you're doing. So that's it. So content, that's why we usually say digital marketing. Content is king. Content is king because it's what will sell you. So if you're an undergraduate, you don't know, you're probably staying at home right now. Trust me, there's a lot of opportunities. People are making money on a daily basis on social media.
That word, content is king. What can you make of it?
Well, I think it is very apt because without the content, it's just like an empty container.
Yeah, very true.
Everything. Okay, let's break it down now. We talk about social media, we talk about the Facebook, the Twitters of this world, and the rest of it. Is there a way I can harmonize all these three and still get what I want? Or is it a case of specializing on individual one?
No, there's a way you can harmonize it, but I'd advise to start off with one.
Okay.
It's just like saying once you conquer a particular country, move on to another. So it's like that. So if you try to do 3 at once, it might be stressful if you're doing it yourself.
Okay.
But if you reach out to experts, then they can help you manage everything at once. But if you're doing it yourself, there's a big chance you might be overwhelmed with the loads and loads of things you have to do every day, because it's a lot of work. In as much as it is fun, it's actually a lot of work. It's not something that is so easy though, because it's posting and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of thinking. It's a lot of it's not easy. It's not as easy as one would think, or as our parents would think. You're just on your phone. What are you doing? No, it's not as easy as that.
And the good thing is, prior to this time, people used to assume when you're on phone or on a laptop, you're Yahoo. But these days, social media has actually brought up
so many
legitimate businesses.
Yes, so many. I mean, we have developers, we have coders. Like, it's a lot. It's a whole lot of job roles.
So lastly, in the next 5 years, from what you've passed through so far, where do you see social media opportunities or digital media opportunities taking Nigeria?
It's going to be way further than we expected. I mean, a lot of businesses have come up thanks to technology. I mean, businesses that have to do with, using payments. Now we have companies that actually facilitate payments in Nigeria. Before, we had to rely on American services, PayPal and the likes.
And the rest of it. If you don't have PayPal, you couldn't transact anything across board.
You don't need that, because now Nigerians have now realized that all these things are resources that they can do themselves. And so in the next 5 years, technology is going to be way more than what we have. It's going to replace a lot of jobs. It's going to, as a matter of fact.
Should we be scared about that?
Well, it depends. Are you willing to evolve with technology, or you're willing to be stagnant and be focused on what you learned in school? Then you should be scared.
You should always change with the time. Don't forget camera. In those days, when you want to take pictures, you have to buy Kodak, you have to buy Agfa, you have to buy the film, and you have to be in a dark room. But technology has changed everything. You take it and you put it on memory card.
It's real.
Yeah, very true.
All right, it's nice having you, Toby, on TechBridge, and we know this discussion is just not over now. We're going to continue someday. Thanks so very much for coming on TechBridge. Hope to see you some other time.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Hope to see you in subsequent editions.
All right, the program is still TechBridge on Lagos Television. We go for a quick break now, and we'll join you after that.
Hello, my name is Austin Abako. Keep watching TechBridge.
Hello, my name is Olajumoke Oduwole. I'm a developer. Keep watching TechBridge on Lagos Television.
Combining social media management and social media engagement is the only way to stay aware of what is being said about your brand and what your customers' expectations are. I think that summarizes what Toby just said now. For individuals and corporate organizations as well.
I kept laughing because it's very, very interesting. Operating efficiently, your brand is one of the key ways of staying at top of any challenge.
And it's something that sounds so simple, and one thing that we should pick from what you also said is talking about the passion that you should have for any area of focus that you pick about social media management. You have to have passion for it. You have to have
passion, and you have to be ready for change. Because some people are just staying on the same old method of 10 years ago, 5 years ago. You have to adapt to change. You have to have a growth mindset.
I can still believe that some people still are typists, kind of, with typewriter.
And they are going into extinction because you type your stuff on the go.
Yes,
and now you send it on the go. I don't need any stamp. I don't need ribbon, postal service,
and the return of carriage and the rest of
Technology is actually the way out. And today we have dealt so much on social media management and opportunities
that we have there. All right, that is our show today. Many thanks for joining us. But before we go, we'd like to tell you that you can catch up with us on all of our various social media platforms. That is at Lagos Television, #TechBridge LTV, that is Twitter. And you can also watch all of our previous episodes on TechBridge LTV, that is on YouTube. Hope to see you some other time. Sheyifumiola, today is my name. Bye.
Thank you for joining us today. I will advise you because the world we are is ever changing with technology. So keep on watching TechBridge and you will never regret you've done so. Tonya Lagoke is my name.
Bye.
Thank you.